What happened was, Ashley got voted by the public to be the powerhouse mate. She went up to the diary room and Big Brother said today, the public have voted you as the new powerhouse mate. You've got to pick one more person to join your Power Alliance. At that point, Ashley just assumed she'd have to have 3 people in the Power Alliance. So she picked, in her head, me, Little Chris and Winston. So she chose Little Chris. Ashley and Little Chris put up Stephen before I even knew what the going on. Then they picked me yesterday and they already had the mindset on Ash, just based on the fact that neither of them are as close to him as I am. And fought for him, Helen. I really did fight for him. He's one of the people I'm closest to in here.
Chris? Why did Chris choose Ash?
They couldn't pick you, they couldn't pick me, they couldn't pick themselves. All it was left with was the 2 new ones that they didn't want to.
Has he not noticed how much effort that guy's
just
made
please
with
listen
him?
to me, please.
I'm sorry, but that
just
is
listen. So much to tell you.
I know you probably try. I know that Ash is saved, but the fact that Chris is sat there all week with him.
It was all between 3 people. At that point, it wasn't. It was between Ash and Christopher. That was it. Stephen, when you come here a second, let me just tell you now. When you got put up, I weren't even a powerhouse mate.
No,
I didn't even know about it.
Ashley's just told me.
I didn't even know, honest to God.
Ashley's just told me it was
I fought for Ash. I didn't want him to go up, but it was between, at that point, because we thought that Winston was going to have to join in the power group then, and we thought Winston was going to pick Christopher. None of us thought the 2 new ones should go up. So it was literally between Christopher, who all 3 of us are best mates with, and Ash, who only am best mates with. So I fought
Chris
for him.
as well.
He's not as close to Ash as I am.
Ash is probably one of the only guys in this house that's made the effort with Chris.
But it was between Ash and Christopher.
It's a two-face.
Listen to me.
Mark,
no, because I haven't finished.
Okay,
it was hard. I had to fight for him. I was gutted. I had to be the one to go and say in the control room. Do you know what that was for me? Saying his name to that face. I was sat there crying. I had to sit in the diary room for an hour because I couldn't even get my breath because I felt like a Judas. It was horrific. So then we expected that another one would get brought in. We thought Winston. Then we just found out that we had to pick another 2 people. We'll order our heads because we didn't want to pick the 2 new ones because they've been so nice. That digital task today, you didn't have a digital task. It weren't even real. It weren't even filmed.
Was it just to keep?
It was just so they could get the 3 of us in the diary room. That digital thing weren't even real. Yous went up. Then we went up to the diary room. Big Brother said, you're going to get expert advice now on who to nominate. And we spoke to Bianca and Sina, Danielle and Matthew.
And who spoke about me?
None of them. You were put up. This was today. This was this afternoon.
So who put me up? Ashley?
Ashley and Chris. That was before I was even up.
And Chris turned around...
I didn't even know about it when you went up.
But you know what annoys me?
Ash, please come and sit here.
Chris turned around to me in the kitchen.
I've got to tell you this. I need to tell you this. I'm not discussing it in front of everybody.
Chris turned around to me in the kitchen yesterday and said, I feel so much closer to you.
Him and Ashley put you up before I was even in the power group.
He told me that.
Who did Chris put up? Ash and Stephen?
We didn't have 1 person each. It was majority vote every time.
Who up? Oh, that's what I want to know.
Them 2 picked you. I didn't want you to go up, but it was between only you and Christopher.
He told me he was closer to me in the kitchen.
I fought for you. I had to be the one. Big Brother made say your name in the control room. I was sat there crying, shaking. It was horrific for me to have to say your name. Was awful.
How did it go?
It was just because nobody thought that the 2 new ones should go up, and Ashley thought that she'd have to have 3 people in her Power Alliance, and she said straight away, she said Chris, Mark and Winston, they're the 3 people that she'd want in the Power Alliance. Sorry. So that ruled out Winston because she wanted him in the alliance. It ruled out me because I was already in it and Chris was already in it. We didn't want the 2 new ones to go up. Stephen was up, Helen couldn't be nominated, so it was between you and Christopher. You're one of my best mates in here. So is Christopher, but Christopher's best mate with Ashley and best mate with Chris as well. Yeah. So even though it was horrible, none of us wanted you to go up. Yeah. It was just like, I'm closer to you than both of them. You get on with them all, but I'm a lot closer to you.
Ash is close to Chris.
Not as close as he is to me.